So some girls will chit chat amongst their friends and say, you know, I want a man that will open the door. I want this to do that. But when it comes to the relationship between the male and the female, their expectation is not the same. And so they go into that settling mode. And one of the things I tell people is rather to be happy and single than to be with somebody and be miserable. It makes no sense.
2 plus 2 don't equal 4.
No. So I have taught my girls not to carry baggages. Don't carry yours and don't carry somebody else's, period. And
so no Bob the Builder.
No. We ain't into that life right now. The Bible says, take my yoke and learn of me, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus said, cast all your cares upon him.
So you don't want me to pick up
No, don't pick up nobody's burden. No. That's not what we're made for. We're as relationship, I mean, apart from Adam and Eve making Satan dupe them into whatever, Adam and Eve had a nice lifestyle. Adam go work and Eve chill out and so forth and so forth. And the only argument them have is when Adam throw Eve on the bus and said, God, is this woman what you give me, cause that blah blah blah. But I am happy for the relationship my husband and I have, in the sense that I'm kind of the, I say, the bully in the relationship.
That is the correct term.
Okay, so I am sort of the bully. But
you're the harder parent.
I am tough.
You're the tougher parent.
And that's because of my experience going through in life. I'm kind of tough. But one of the things that I've learned is that my husband loves me with all my flaws. And Brittany's a witness.
Almost too much.
People... My husband loved me, that me stay on the bed and then come home from work and then bring me breakfast in bed. Hello? It made me sleep as much as I want. One of the things that I will say my husband and my dad has taught me is how men must treat women. And one of the things that men must have respect for women.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I want Brittany and Bianca to have. Don't settle. If the dude is coming to you left. So, you know, when somebody left the building, him coming to you left, you left the building. You leave. Because there's no need for you to settle. Unbeknownst to people that every single female and male on this earth, there's a mate for you. You don't have to settle. You may just don't, Mr. Right may not find you. And I want to tell Brittany tonight and Bianca, don't go looking for no Mr. Right. Mr. Right must come find you.
You know, it kind of put a quash on my hot girl summer.
Yes.
Hot girl
summer. I kill hot girl summer right now.
But I'm not even having a hot girl summer anymore. I just was dating. It was just a term. But like during my process of dating, you know, me and you, we talk. Like we have a very open relationship. There's not much that, you know, you don't know. I think.
Yeah, but like feeling the business.
She's nosy. She's a nosy, very hands-on parent. But I think that also stems from just being like a single mom, where it's like, you know, it was just me, you, Bianca, and not really like. I mean, our dads were there, but they weren't there. You know, at least
they weren't present.
At least my dad wasn't present the way that, you know, I would have wanted him to be. So I very much tell her everything. So like, if I like a guy, I'd be like, well, mom, this is the guy I like. She's like, oh, let me see his picture, whatever.
I'm a pray my way. Hello. Sometimes I do.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I don't know why though.
Because.
Why?
Because sometimes I feel as if. Let me tell you. And we're being candid and honest tonight.
Because sometimes I really like somebody and they just be disappearing. Yeah,
but because I realize sometimes that, for instance, you're some men say, oh, maybe because you're curvy.
I mean, that's a thing, though.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
They make it that you need to settle.
Yeah, but see, you can't run game on me. You feel me? Because I'd be like...
Yeah, but that's even waste of time. Why even make them run the game?
But that's the whole thing, Mom. It's a learning experience for me. But, like, I know when, like, someone is like that. See, like, if I, like, see... We have unlimited T-Mobile minutes, right? And I don't really like wasting my unlimited T-Mobile minutes because, you know, still in the back of my head, it's like, you know, free before 9 or whatever. But it's like that, you know, it takes time and energy to like text this person, that person. But, you know, I think because I was so hyper-focused in school and, you know, at the start of my career, I never got the opportunity just, you know, to date. And that's what I'm kind of doing. There's only been like one person that I ever liked, and I made a video, you know, discussing him, you know, I'm not gonna say his name, but it was just like, you know, that was a person that I liked, and I was like, okay, well, you know, this is what it is. But I knew that I wasn't getting the treatment that I deserved, even without you telling me. You were like, you know, well, stop talking to him and da 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 da. I'm sitting here, I'm like, let me be dumb, but knowing in the back of my mind, like, I wasn't gonna stay, you know, stay dumb, you know, because I'm just like,
but that's so much energy and effort to waste.
Yeah, Mommy, but I'm telling you, I was being dumb. I feel like I get a free pass on that one because, you know, I didn't do that in high school. Like, I didn't have the opportunity to, you know, text boys, all that jazz, because too focused on school. Then, of course, we had, like, all our other activities and church-like stuff. You know, by the time I come home, we eat dinner, it's time for us to watch our TV shows. And that was a thing for us, like, and it's still our thing, like, we all watch TV together. So it's like when other kids could be in their bed texting their little boyfriend, I'm not in my bed texting my little boyfriend because I'm too busy watching Judge Judy General Hospital. You know, we got to catch up on the day's stuff. So it's
Charm,
like, and Charm,
Powerpuff Girls,
all those things that we used to watch together. So it's like I don't have the opportunity to do that. So now I'm like, well, you know, I'm a little behind. I wouldn't say I'm behind the curve. Like, my time is different from everybody else's time. But that was a big thing growing up, like how close we are. And it was very much watching your mistakes, saying that, like, at least for me and Bianca, based on like our private conversation, and you guys will meet Bianca at another time because I'm gonna do a sister tag, but very much so, like, we said, like, oh, we're not doing that. That's too much. That's too much.
It's too much. Let me tell you, it's too much. It's too much energy, and let me tell you, life is too short to waste time
on somebody's son,
and somebody's son, or somebody's daughter.
It's too much.
I have Dino. He's not my biological son, but he's my son.
Dino is my
husband's son. That's their brother, and listen. I have 4 brothers, and one of the things I've learned is that what I do not want for my daughter is with the same thing. I will not tell a woman to treat a man like garbage either.
Because you don't want your son to be treated.
I don't want my son to be treated like that anyway. Right. You know, and just what as though
you give is what you get.
What you give is what you sow is what you reap, and the saying goes the same for a man too. Let me tell you, if there's a man that you find that loves you, don't take the love that he gives to you for granted and try and walk all over the man and crap. I mean, no, don't do that, because let me tell you something. If you continue to do that and you meet somebody else out there that is appreciative of who he is, trust me, him gone. Let me correct it. He believe in you in the twinkling of an eye.
He said he's gone. I think they can understand part. You know, people really.
They
should know.
So it goes. One of the things, and my husband and I talk about it. The Bible says, "Husband love your wife," and the Bible says, "Wives must submit to their husband." And so my husband was like, why is it that the husband must love the wife, but the wife must love the husband? I said to him, a wife that is submissive to the husband is only because she loves him. But the reason why she becomes submissive is the way the husband treats her. The husband shows her love.
Security, protection. That way you won't have, it's almost like you don't got to worry. So it's almost like, you know,
I know,
kind of thing. Because you and I and Bianca and grandma too, most of the women in my family were very strong personalities, strong women, very strong-minded. But, you know, I feel like when you find the right partner, there's a softness to you. There's, like, you know, something that you can't worry about. You know, like, you don't have a worry. Like, you know, like, okay, like, yes, you know, I make my own money and all that. Like, you don't lose your ambition, because I feel like people get, you know, being submissive wrong?
Submissive is totally wrong what people think about it.
Because I don't feel like it's just like me just letting you walk all over me. Like, that's not what it is. It's kind of like
abuse.
It's like I'm giving you the opportunity to take care of me. Like, I'm putting myself in your hands, kind of thing. You know,
because the man is supposed to be, and all of you feminists, don't call me. the man is the priest of the house. He's the head of the house. You understand? And
biblically speaking
in the natural too, because let me tell you, no woman no want a man we can't mind them.
That's true.
That's the truth. So then if you want the man to play that role, then you have to play your role too. You understand? You can, you don't talk to me. I do my own. No. And then when the man don't come in till 2 o'clock in the morning, wherever you've been and so forth. No, there has to be a balance.
Okay.
There has to be a balance in the relationship. And one of the things that my husband has actually taught me is that sex is not high up in the priority in the relationship. Can you imagine?
Honestly, I want to be so open and honest with them, but I really don't want to hear about your sex life.
No, it's not the sex life. I'm not talking about the sex life.
You know,
what I'm just saying is
odd.
My husband does not make sex a measuring tool in our relationship.
I mean, you guys are weird to me.
We are very weird.
You're very weird to
me. We spend quality time watching TV. We will binge watch from, say, 8 o'clock on a Saturday till 3 o'clock Sunday morning.
Yeah, you guys
watching TV.
Yeah, like, you guys aren't the kind of couple that like take stock in like gifts. Like, I mean, a gift from you to him, like, like he'll make you
me a poncho. Make me a shirt.
Yeah, so like my stepdad, he is very much more. I'm not saying you're not home makeup because you could do it, and this is the thing that gets me. You could do it. You just choose not to because you know he's gonna do it. So like,
but he accepts me just like that.
She'll cook. Like, she won't cook, right? But she'll clean and she'll do laundry. She's amazing at laundry and stuff like that.
Yes, if you need your laundry smelling great, I'm excellent.
She'll give you the formula. No. But like, when it comes to like cooking, ironing, and like sewing in our house, Dean does it. So like, if I have a button that came off, I give it to Dean, which I find so funny because I'm just like, what if Dean wasn't here?
Well, you go down to the
cleaners,
dry cleaners,
to the dry cleaners, and to the ask machine to do it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But anyways, it's your relationship even kind of mirrors grandma and grandpa's relationship in the sense that it's like, you know, grandma cooks and grandpa will clean, but you know, there are certain things that like grandpa does, you know, but you know, quality time and all those things, like for me, like what I'm looking for in a partner. You know, I look at your life and what I don't want. Because I kind of look at your thing with my dad, like, you know, something that I don't want. I don't know how y'all ended up together, but, you know, I'm the reason why y'all were together. Because y'all don't match. Y'all didn't match. I didn't understand
No, that was a time when I had temporary amnesia.
Yeah,
y'all dissociative behavior.
Y'all didn't match, and it baffles me that, you know.
But let me tell you, there was a reason for that matchup. You are the reason for the matchup.
Right, but you know,
the only person who could produce you was me and him.
I mean, you know, the eccentricities of you both is,
yes.
You know, it created, you know, Brittany, the essence of the cover
girl. The only Brittany in this world. The only
Brittany Tiffany in this world. But, you know, I was just like, that's not a relationship that I would model after, because I was just like, all right, well, it wasn't good for him. In a sense, it wasn't good for you.
It was toxic.
And I was just like, yo, I don't want that. But then also, I look at your relationship with Dean. I'm just like, I could never do what you did to Dean, because I was just like, you taught me that I have to love myself. And I think a byproduct of you not loving yourself when you wanted to be a little thought, wanted to explore and everything like that, as you say, your whole years, you know, was that like you didn't feel like you were kind of worthy.
Yeah.
Of that kind of love. It's interesting. But before we go, I want to ask you the top 4 things, because you know I don't like odd numbers, that you are looking for in a partner for like me and Bianca. Besides him being God-fearing, because that's, you know, just,
well, that's the first one. So it has to be number 4. Part number 4.
All right. I'll give you 5 this time. I'll give you 5.
Number 1, he has to love God.
Okay.
He has to love his mother.
pro tip, if he does, how he treats his mom. How he treats his mom.
Amen.
Because if you don't know how to treat his mama or his sister or his auntie, it's like, you know, that's the step one in a relationship with a woman.
Yeah. I want someone that is self-assured in themselves, because
confident, not cocky.
Yeah, men do suffer from low self-esteem.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He has to, because one of the things that I dislike is a jealous partner. A jealous partner makes the relationship suck. Period.
Yeah.
So the man has to have confidence in himself.
That if I'm out, I'm not out.
You don't have to be out doing anything.
Right.
So he has to have it together. You understand? Now, a lot of people come with that, oh, he has to work. So what if you love one man when I work right now? What that mean?
But he gotta have ambition, though.
He has to be driven. He has to be driven.
You're
not going to talk to Tommy and after 6 months, Tommy still never better play a video game. No, that's different. But what I'm saying is...
Tommy, I can't today.
But, we have become so materialistic in this country, in this world, that we place value on relationship, which should not be there. So the man has to be a God-fearing man. I'm not saying you have to speak in tongues and Bible thumping in the Bible. And
but he just has to
love the Lord. He has to have a relationship and fear God. He has to be respectful. The love that he shows his mother, how he connects with women on a whole is.
But what if he has a bad relationship with his mother? Like, let's say like his mother didn't treat him good.
He have to fix that issue, because that carries over into the relationship with you.
You got like daddy issues and mommy issues.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is why one of the things I always said to you is we have to fix your daddy issues. Because if your daddy issue is not fixed, then you're going to transfer it over to the maid.
I wouldn't be a whole partner.
You cannot be because you're going to say, this is what my father used to do. No. So we have to fix the daddy issue. And so if the man have a mommy issue, one of the things you as his partner have to say, honey, we have to fix this with your mom.
I mean, you don't got to be best friends with the mom, but you have to, like, a big thing that you and I worked on, for me personally, like, it was like a personal thing. Of course, I tap you and it's like, you always said to me that you cannot love somebody if you don't love yourself first. But in order to love yourself first, you gotta be a whole person, because a whole person makes a better partner. Cause
of course,
no, like a piece. I'm kind of saying,
a fragmented thing in a one piece. It's just like a broken mirror. Even though you might tape it up, it look chaka.
And you don't want to be a chaka-chaka person.
You don't want to be a chaka-chaka person in a relationship. You don't want to be chaka-chaka in a relationship. So the God-fearing man must be there. He must love his mother. That must be something there. He must be driven. He must be ambitious. Not to the point that it consumes him. He has to be someone that wants to be a protector.
That's number 4, okay.
Yes, he has to be a protector.
Okay.
You understand? My husband protect me 100%. If me I sleep and my mother call him, say, oh, she's not feeling well, she's sleeping. And he fights my battle. My husband wants to fight every battle that I go into.
That's true.
And sometimes I don't even tell him the issues, because I know he's not going to buy out the argument more so than me. So the husband becomes, your mate has to be a protector. He can't go to the club with you and then go and left you and you wanted it. Hello? He can't. No.
It don't make sense.
It don't make no sense. Then what kind of man that is? That ain't a man, not a man too. You understand what I'm saying? A man
too, mommy. Man, they're not gonna understand what that is.
Okay, it's a man coming to what is not there yet.
Okay.
So we can't bother with that. We need a man that is there.
You don't want a boy, you want a man.
No, we can't. I'm not in the business of being $6 million man. We have to rebuild him, and we have the technology to this, that. That is no.
Waste of time.
That's true. And then you invest all that in this man.
Build a man. Stop building people's son up.
And then we build him.
And then you go for the next girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Be Bob the Builder. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And then you leave you and go. No, we want someone that is willing to grow together.
Right.
And that's what. Even though I'm still I've been married now 30. Lord, if you never hear me again, I think 31 years.
It can be 31 years if you've been married since
19 and 52. So I don't know. I don't do the math. Anyway, I'm married at 19, I know 52, so I don't add it up. But the relationship is still evolving. I still have some issues I have to work on, because sometimes I'm lippy, and My girls always say, "Mommy, go and apologize, cause you upset him."
You'll be a little rough.
And sometimes, so there's still some rough edges that I need to smooth out. But one of the things, my husband is that kind of a man that he works with me, and he'll come and he says, you know, why you do this, that. I will sit down and say, you know, all right, I'm sorry, and so forth. The husband or your mate must be able to say, I'm sorry.
That's true.
He must be able to know and admit when he's wrong. You have some man who never wrong yet.
True.
And if you have a man that cannot admit he's wrong, he's not a teachable person. And if the person is not teachable, they walk in ignorant. You know what? No ignorant man.
I know you're going to say that. All the time, you don't want no ignorant man.
No, because if a man is never wrong, then something is wrong. Him can't be right all the time.
There's two wrongs in the situation.
Yes.
And they say two wrongs don't make one.
Two wrongs don't make no right. So you have to be able to admit that you're wrong. And that's one of the things that me and Dean will fight all about. I say you never admit that you're wrong yet. And so sometimes I nitpick at him until him go back in the corner and him sit down and then he'll come back later and say, you know, you're the right. I'm sorry. The sorry hardly can come out, but it still come out. So God-fearing, loving mother, he has to be able to be confident in his relationship with you as well as confidence in himself. He must be driven. He must want to work. He must want to be able to provide for the home. You understand? And he has to be able to admit is wrong. He has to be able to say, you know, honey, what I did last night was wrong and I'm sorry. If he can't say that, then nobody waste your time with him.
No time wasters.
That's waste time.
Oh, they got 24 hours.
And you only have 24 hours in a day, baby. There are other things. I could go more than 5, but you only gave me 5. Right. But I could give you about 20.
Maybe we'll bring you back on the couch.
Yes, bring me back one day on the couch. I'm going to do some more things because let me tell you, girl, I've been there, done that. Been on the streets, been in the streets, been over the street, been under the street. Know a whole heap of things. And I can tell you, it is wonderful when you find that right person.
Right.
Don't rush it.
I'm not rushing it, mommy, because, you know, this is the misconception I feel like people are having about me dating. People think I'm rushing to, like, be married or something like that, but that's not really what it is. I know exactly in my head what I want, you know. Your list is very similar to my list, you know. I very much have those 5 things on my list. But it's also, I'm just at the place in my life where I'm ready to explore. Like, I keep, like, me and you, we have our talks, and I tell you, like, yeah, I'm just dating. I'm just seeing what's out here, you know. Most of the guys that I talk to, I really take them too serious. You know, there was some that I took more serious than others, right? But, you know, I'm just having fun. But you see, my fun wasn't like your fun. Whereas, like, I'm still a virgin. I'm still chaste, you know. I'm not out here, you know, just swapping to everybody because, you know,
especially with the coronavirus.
and it's flu season.
Oh,
and,
Jesus.
You know, like, all of that. Like, you know, that's just not me. And even though, like, I have a very large, open personality, there's still very much that little shy girl in there at times, you know.
Yeah, and it's something it's so ironic that the other day I sat you down, you and Bianca, in the 20s, and I'm talking about the birds and the bees,
which I found so
amazing
because you already gave us the talk, and I'm just like, why is she giving us the talk again? And I was just
25
like,
and 22. But one of the things that I wanted to make known to you guys was the fact that a lot of people talk about let's use a Jamaican song, them don't want to puss in a bag. All right, meaning that they want to sleep with the person before they get married.
Oh, try the product.
Yeah, they want to try the product, and if you try the product, you have to buy it, because that's why when you buy your clothes now, they put in one special tag. When you cut off the tag, you can't return it. So if you men out there will tell me about you want to try the product, you better want ready for buy it. All right.
You want a wedding, you want a reception, yes. You want a shebang.
But what I wanted you guys, and when I was talking to you and Bianca the other day, I was saying that your virginity is of a rare commodity. And if you are willing to give that to somebody, you have to really, really think real hard. Is this person the person that I can see spending my life with? Is this person really worth it? And that's one of the things that, as I said before earlier, I respected about Dean. Dean was willing to wait. And some men don't want to wait. If they don't want to wait, let them go on. The Bible said they that wait upon the Lord, they shall renew their strength. Let me give you a scripture.
Everything with you comes back
with a scripture. But what I'm saying is, we have to be able to, you have to place a value
on yourself.
On yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't let nobody put a value on you. You put the value on yourself. And if you're going to value yourself, put it up there big time. Up there. And one more thing. A lot of young lady, I watch it a lot of times say, oh, I got to be married at 25 and so forth. A lot of you guys put a timeline on getting married. Why? For what reason? I'm not talking about you in general. It's a question.
See, but I thought to myself too that I would be married, or at least find like someone that I want to be with by the time I was 25. Because I was
let me tell you something.
You know what it is too? Because I was like, oh, you had me at 27, like, you know, blah blah blah, like, you know, eggs and all that jazz. But now I'm just kind of like.
But look at me. I got married at 19, but I was not a mature wife.
That's true. That's
true. And listen. My maturity did not come in when I was 27.
That's true, but I'm not waiting until I'm 30. Like, I'm not like 35 to be married. That's outrageous. You better start praying for my husband from now. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, your husband on his way.
Just letting you know.
God just fix him up.
Okay, but remember the qualifications: over 5'9".
Listen, he will give you the desires of your heart.
Okay, because you know,
all right?
You already know how I feel about the short stuff.
God will give you the desires of your heart. But what I'm saying is, don't rush to get married. The most important thing that you must do is make sure you are right. So when you go into that relationship, you're going in as a healthy individual, and you don't become a millstone around the man's neck or even around your own neck. In other words, so I got to be married at 25. I have to have a husband and blah blah blah. There is no time limit on that. Hello, I never became a wife until 7 or 8 years ago.
So 40-something.
Till 40-something. Hello.
But that's your process. But you know, because you went like this instead of going like this. You went.
Yeah, I did some U-turns and some back wheeling and so forth. But what I'm saying is.
But we'll learn. But we'll learn from.
You learn from me. You learn from me. But what I'm just saying, there is no timeline. You don't have to rush. Hello, Sarah had baby when she was 100. Hello. It can still happen, even today's day. Amen. Again, I say amen. But
you know what, Mom?
I'm gonna go and watch Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, and Chicago Med is Wednesday, and that's something that all of us watch together.
So you're done talking?
I said, didn't you say you kicked me off?
And first and foremost, you went off your time already.
Well, you know, listen, you know, I am an orator.
So now I have to edit the video and split it in two.
I'm an orator. I can talk all night.
Yeah, but
because
I won't even say what I wanted to say.
People, I have a lot of wisdom. You can't check me out, you know.
So what we'll do is we will put your questions or your comments in obviously the comment section. Anything you want to ask her relationship-wise. And then what we'll do is we'll bring her back outside of this relationship love Valentine's Day 2020 series kind of thing. So we're going to do like maybe 5 videos for it. And then we'll bring you back. We'll bring you back. Let people talk to you.
Yes.
My friends call her Every Woman. So
yes. And why am I Every Woman? Do you want to know? Should I tell them?
Why? Be very brief. Because
Every Woman is because I've been through everything in a relationship that you could ever been in.
Cheated on, abused.
Cheated on, beat, rape, you name, molested, everything. I've been there, and look at me now.
You're annoying.
I must say, I don't look like what I've been through, right?
You know, so someone said to me like, bro, like you're like really like confident, like, and I was just like, are you saying I'm confident? Are you saying like, you know, like I'm cocky, right? He was like, no, like you're genuinely like confident like in who you are. I was like, oh, thank you. You know, it took me a long time, but low key I feel like you and Daddy, y'all are y'all have a little hint of, you know, narcissism, and I'm just like, I kind of see it in me a little bit.
No. I
kind of
this is pure confidence.
So I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Let me tell you.
You love yourself.
I like cook food.
Mommy,
let me tell you something.
We're gone.
But let me tell you something. what you go through in life really doesn't define you. My friend Stephen always says this, and I'll leave you guys with this. People give you a reputation,
right?
But God gives you character.
Correct.
So I am confident in the character that God has given me. It does not matter what I've been through in the past.
Right.
That doesn't define the person I am today.
So you exude a sense of pride.
So that is why I am so confident.
Okay.
Hey. Peace.
You can't just get up off the couch like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I didn't know how we do this.
You can leave. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the comment section open for you guys to ask any questions. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and don't forget to follow the blog. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.